Hello, dear viewers. Today we're going to talk about something deeper than just celebrity gossip. We're going to talk about Can Yaman and that chapter of his life that, although no longer on magazine covers, continues to shape his personal and emotional story. Can Yaman, an undisputed icon of television, is known not only for his powerful presence and unstoppable career, but also for an experience that, according to him, changed him from within. That time in his life has a name, Demet Özdemir. It wasn't just a relationship or on-screen chemistry. It was, as many close to him say, a turning point. Before they met, Can was ambitious, disciplined, and reserved. After her, he became more sensitive, more open, more human. During the time they shared on screen, and perhaps off it, they left an unforgettable mark. They never publicly confirmed anything, but their glances, gestures, and silences said it all. And when they chose different paths, they did so with maturity, no drama, no public blame. Just the kind of respect that comes from knowing what you lived was real. Since then, Can has changed. He's become more introspective, more private. Some call him distant, others see him as more cautious. But everyone agrees on one thing: after they met, Can was never the same. Interestingly, right after this change, his international career exploded. Italy, Spain, Latin America. And yes, the series he did with her was the one that launched him to global fame. That story, born from genuine connection, opened many doors and hearts. Can has worked with many actresses, talented and beautiful, but that natural, almost magical connection he had with Demet hasn't been seen again. Because some connections can't be manufactured. They just happen. Today, Can is a more mature actor, not just in roles, but in how he speaks lives and loves. Those who watch him closely can see it in his pauses, in his gestures, in that subtle way of remembering without words. Those who watch him closely can see it in his pauses, in his gestures, in that subtle way of remembering without words. Because even if he doesn't say it, there are names that stay with you forever. And one of those names is Demet. They may never be together again. They may not even speak. But what was doesn't need to repeat itself to keep existing. Sometimes a story is enough just because it happened. What's real remains. There's something about Demet Özdemir that can't be explained with simple words. She's not just a successful actress or a beautiful face on Turkish television. She's a woman who's learned to walk through chaos, judgment, and venomous whispers. And still she stands, calm, smiling. But not an empty smile, the kind of smile you wear when you've learned not to break inside. Many people criticize Demet for not being clear, for being vague, for never saying what really happened. Some accuse her of hiding, others of manipulating, and some say she just talks too much with no substance. But I don't see it that way. To me, Demet owes no one an explanation. Not for her past, not for her emotional life, not for her relationships. The soul also needs silence, and Demet's silence is not empty. It's how she protects what's still sacred. She has lived under a microscope for years. Everything she says or does becomes a headline, a debate. How do you live with that without going mad? I think her strength lies in what she doesn't show. Not from lying, but from the will to survive. Because when a woman shows her heart, the world tears her apart. And when she doesn't, they call her cold, distant, manipulative. She can't win. I've seen comments mocking her, saying she talks but says nothing, that she was unclear, that it was all fluff. But maybe she's speaking from a level many can no longer access. An emotional introspective place where things are felt, not explained. An emotional introspective place where things are felt, not explained. Where wounds are not talk show material. Where some loves are too painful to understand, better left as memories. About Can Yaman, they've said it all, that she loves him, avoided him, that he walked away, or she did. But none of that matters anymore. What matters is how she moved on. Despite the constant gossip, Demet chose her career, her silence, and, maybe without saying it, her inner peace. In a world where everyone screams to be heard, she chose silent courage. Live your life and be happy, some told her. And I think that's the perfect wish for her. That she finds happiness far from the noise, the endless questions, the comparisons. That she keeps being light even if some insist on casting shadows. Being a public woman and staying true is not easy. And Demet, with her choices and flaws, has done it with more dignity than many want to admit. Sometimes I think her story isn't meant to please, but to disturb. Because women who choose themselves are rarely liked by the world. And Demet, through her silence and her choices, is saying just one thing: I belong to myself. Not to you, not to gossip, not to social media, not to a glorified past. And that is the most powerful lesson one can give. That's why it's no surprise so many support her. From Argentina to Europe, through millions of hearts, people want to see her happy, fulfilled, and at peace. Because she represents the woman who doesn't give up, who finds strength in her wounds, who transforms sadness into beauty. Many say it, and I repeat it. Demet deserves real love. Someone who values her essence. She also deserves recognition, stability, and sincere applause for everything she's overcome. Beyond the lights and magazines, Demet Özdemir is a symbol of rebirth, of sweet strength, of dignity amid noise. Her light comes from within, and that makes her not only an unforgettable artist, but a deeply admired woman. Demet has constantly faced a double standard. On one side, those who don't accept seeing her single. On the other, those who criticize her whenever she starts a new relationship, as if she must always be defined by who stands beside her. And yet she has proven she's much more than the ex of... She's a talented artist, a respected professional, and above all, a woman who refuses to let gossip destroy her. While some keep inventing stories, others consult the cards, convinced she's on vacation with Can. Everyone creates their own version, but only she knows the truth of her heart. As one comment said, the truth remains locked away. Time will reveal everything. From my point of view, I can only say this: Demet deserves respect. She deserves to be valued for her talent, her strength, for standing firm through so many media storms. She deserves happiness, whether by someone's side or even alone, if that's her choice. In a world where lies sell more than truth, where many prefer to create stories rather than respect silence, I choose to focus on what matters. Demet is a strong woman who falls and rises, who loves, who dreams, and, above all, has managed to preserve her essence. And today, that is true courage.